Welcome back to the channel. For those who are new here, my name is Oluwakorede Asuni, and you can call me Olu in short. I am a business analyst, and on this channel, I discuss all things business analysis, product management, project management, and business strategy. Currently, I work for a large multinational present in multiple African markets. And the business I work for traditionally played in the mobile network operations space. But increasingly, the business is transforming itself into a technology-enabled platform business. And I work for one of the transformative business units in that business that caters to the financial services needs of different strata of society, but offering them banking and banking-like services at their own convenience. And I've been with this business unit for 3-4 years, and some of the work I've done has translated into tangible products in the hands of customers, changing customers' lives every day. There are quite a number of different definitions for business analysts and the work that business analysts do. But you would see that when you distill all of these definitions, there is a common thread. And the common thread is that business analysts are the curator of change in business. And in curating change, business analysts would rely on a myriad of tools to help them understand the external macroeconomic situations or markets or dynamics of the business they are working with. And also, there are a myriad of tools for understanding the internal capabilities of a business and tools for determining where the gaps are and for proffering solutions. In as much as there are professionals that are referred to as business analysts, they've got job titles that say junior business analyst, senior business analyst manager, executive for business analysis. The truth is that there are also individuals without those formal titles who perform similar roles or who rely on business analysts or the skills or the skill set of business analysts in performing day-to-day tasks in their job function. So I guess you can think of business analysis as both a role, a formal role, or a set of skills that is applied by someone who is vast in applying those skill sets in solving business problems. So it's both a role and a set of skills. I mean, essentially, I think it's a discipline. Discipline performed by professionals and discipline borrowed by other professionals. I think every business, irrespective of the size of the business, would benefit from having a thoroughbred business analyst on the books. Someone who understands change, who understands the dynamics of implementing change, and who understands that change needs to be curated. Look, there are so many things coming at any individual business at any given time. There is a need for someone in that business to identify all of these things and help prioritize those that needs to be responded to immediately and those that can be responded to later, and also those that needs to be ignored. Don't forget that the resources of businesses are often limited in many sense, are often limited, whereas the needs of business are unlimited. I think this is a fundamental understanding that the field of economics has gifted us as humankind. And in organizing a business's response to changes externally and internally, a business analyst often does this in alignment with the organization's stated strategy and values. Look, depending on the business, depending on the industry, A business analyst can be both internal facing and external facing, or can be either of the two. If it's a business that serves external customers, that have customers that are external to the business, which is what you find in most cases, then it wouldn't be strange that you have areas of that business that houses business analysts that not only service the internal teams, but also interact with customers, understand customer needs, and help business align its ambitions with those of the customers, and then finding the sweet spot where the business does enough to satisfy the customers enough for the customers to patronize the business enough for the cycle to continue to repeat itself. So you have customer satisfaction on the one hand, and then you have business profitability on the other hand. Look, the work of the business analyst does not really end at requirements elicitation. I like to think about requirements in terms of requirements life cycle. So there is the elicitation, asking questions, organizing focus group discussions, trying to understand the true business challenge that business needs to address, or the true business opportunity that needs to be addressed, and understanding the strategic imperatives for the business, or designing a solution that is fit for purpose for that business, for that industry, and for the type of customers that business services. And whether the delivery environment in the business is agile, ad hoc, or strict waterfall, the business analyst needs to stay on and ensure that the solution as designed is fit for purpose, the solution as built is fit for purpose, and it's tested with customers and adequate feedback obtained to help make the product or the solution better. And where there are gaps, it is the job of the business analyst to identify these gaps and through a structured change management approach, bring the gaps to the attention of key stakeholders in the business and in the delivery team with a view to driving the bridging of those gaps so that at the end of the day, the objectives that business has set out to achieve is achieved. And primarily as well, customers are satisfied with the solutions that businesses have brought to the market. Look, the discipline of business analysis is tiered, and sometimes the boundaries between the tiers are not that obvious. But I say there is very little barrier to entry into the discipline. What is critical is establishing yourself as a trustworthy operative, as a trustworthy business analyst, one that business stakeholders can count on and bank on, and one that customers can begin to trust. Look, for the most part, for most businesses, the customers are numerous, whereas internal stakeholders in the business are not that numerous. So perhaps it makes a lot of sense to establish some measure of credibility with internal stakeholders on your way to helping the business establish its own credibility or sustain the credibility it has created with customers, so that acquired customers are retained for much longer, which directly leads to business growth. It is also easier for the business to acquire new customers. So the role of a business analyst is really, really multifaceted. But having said that, there are other professionals in the business who do not necessarily have the title business analyst, but whose day job or part of their day job requires that they perform the duties or the functions of business analyst, or they rely on the tool set and the skill set of business analysts in order to thrive. So it's win-win. I think understanding the work that the business analysts do, the tools with which they do it, and the expected outcomes from their work is beneficial to all in a business environment. I hope you found this short video useful. And in which case, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, I would like to plead with you to please consider subscribing to the channel and jiggling the notification bell for two reasons. When you subscribe to the channel, YouTube begins to take the channel seriously and begins to show the content we publish on this channel to others like you who would find the content useful. And when you jiggle the notification bell, you get notified each time we publish new content on this channel. And the risk of you missing out on relevant, topical content that we produce becomes quite reduced. I would wait as you subscribe to the channel and jiggle the notification bell. Thank you, and see you around.